Okay, uh, it's best to set a serious tone. It's best that you be serious yourself first, and also make sure that this expectation is exercised throughout the lessons so that they know you mean business. Okay. Now, second thing, they are expected to read the slides before coming to lesson. Okay. Again, if you encounter people who constantly does not read, please feedback to me. Okay, I will have a talk to them, or I'll get the teachers to have a talk to them. Okay, don't be too hard on yourself if you try to talk to them and they ignore you. Okay, it's a very common thing when we handle classes. Okay, so uh, now you understand the pain of a teacher actually. But it is technically possible that they may not want to, you know, or they may not be very interested. So uh, do also expect that your training, you should also try to make it fun for them. I wouldn't say fun, but okay, I wouldn't say the word fun, but make it as interesting as it can be to them. Okay, and then the third thing is listen to the instructors. Okay, I expect them to respect and I expect them to listen to your. Okay, if they don't, let me know. I'll take it very seriously and I will go hard against them. Okay, so let me know if you have any difficulties to them. Okay, so after going through these 9 slides, a very simple one. Okay, I think the majority of the time spent right is in the communication. Okay, now you must understand this thing. Uh, the main feedback that I still face from the teachers and from the competition instructors is that you don't talk, you don't express your understanding during the cases. Okay, during the first aid competition, you are one of the more quieter teams because you all don't talk to the judge, you all don't talk to each other, and you all don't talk to the casualty because the casualty needs to know what you're doing. Can you imagine if you are now lying down, maybe slightly injured, let's say you broke your arm, someone comes just immediately come and touch you, you know. You think you let the person touch? I doubt so, right? You hurt in your arm now and you expect someone to go and just touch your arm area and see that I want to check whether is there any other fractures, so I go and do primary survey on the person who you didn't even talk to. It's highly likely not possible. The person will resist. So not only just the first aid competition, but I expect you all at public duties, right? You all should also be able to communicate to the casualty, let them know what you're doing, and it also when you can say out what you're doing, it's highly likely that you know what you're doing, and if there needs to be um, if there's a misunderstanding of the knowledge, at least you know when you're saying it out, we can actually try to change it. Okay. Now, I hope you can try to record some of the cases. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm getting a video cam, but it's going to be shared within 3 different groups. Okay, um, if really reach to a level where yeah, it's very tight, I actually have a second camera. Um, then let me know and I'll lend you all about it. Okay. Now, the next segment that I'm going to cover is the casualty assessment. Okay, which you guys may need to spend some time on this as well because the previous time I think when they did this they had not I think less than half the people were around, so uh, they may not have gone through everything. Okay, so now high level expectation of casualty assessment is that if you are the casualty, what they tell you or what they're doing, do you feel threatened? Do you feel you're uncomfortable? Do you feel that is it sufficient or necessary? Okay, as an instructor, I think you have went through what's it called? You have also done public duty before. You should more or less have a understanding of what's expected. If not, then put yourself in the shoe of a casualty and feel. Imagine if you are injured and someone comes up to you, what you're hoping to hear, what you're hoping, like reassurance, for example. You need to reassure the casualty. Things like what you're doing so that I'm in a know of what's happening and I won't freak out suddenly you just touch me. Okay, so this is one of the slide decks to go through. The main part of this slide deck I need to go through with it, right, is the 5 simple steps. Okay, these 5 simple steps that we are talking about. Okay, access the environment. I think we've gone through this many times. More details are in the bottom here, and you can actually go through more in detail with them. Try to do this a bit faster, but make sure that they understand what you're doing. Okay, so these are the, like for example, step 1, access casualty. If it's danger, is it safe for me to approach? If yes, go to step 2. If no, then see whether it can be removed, and so on and so forth. So this is the main point that you need to bring to them. Make sure when they are doing this assessment, they say it out. Okay, they must say it out, because if they don't, I don't know whether they're checking or not. Okay, and then case studies. Should you move the casualty when it's like that? Should you move the casualty if it's like that? If it's a car injury, should you move it, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then step 2, how do you access, which is your primary secondary survey. I won't go through this because I went through this for quite some time already, so we can work from there. Now step 3, determine and perform necessary treatment. This is where we talk about all the other injuries, all the other things that they've learned and they need to learn over the next few weeks, so that they can be ready as a first aider. Maintain and monitor means they need to monitor the vital signs, arrange for aftercare. This is the slide deck talking about the how probably a casualty form would look like. This is actually taken from Tan Tock Seng. Please tell them not to replicate this, because it is not really a document that can be shared. Okay, and hand over to paramedic what they need to say, and then this is pretty much about it. So I expect this to probably, you probably can like take one of the cases on top here. Let's say maybe the one, case 1. Okay, sorry, let me just move up a bit. Like, oops, sorry. Okay, like case 1, where a person is lying down on the floor. What do you do? Probably you can maybe take this as a if you want to make it simple, probably a CPR case. If it's not, you can actually take it as a person who fell down and injured his spine. What do you need to do? So you can practice this. You can actually put them, set them into groups, and like say a group of into pairs, and then they can take turns and try it out. So each instructor should be involved in this. If okay, I know some of you all may not have gone through first aid comm and may be slightly weaker in first aid. Okay, don't worry. My take is always this. Okay, when you look at this type of injuries, right? Again, put yourself as the casualty. Okay, that's one way. Second way is, before you all do these lessons, Amira, if you can, please go through with the rest of them, or possible, sum up your case first before you go and meet them. Okay, it's essential that you all have the common understanding of how to run the case, how to run this lesson thing, and also the cases, so that you all have a common understanding and common standard. Okay, so I expect that this covers your primary breathing. So okay, going forward, so this Friday, these 2 slides, going forward, I need you all to come out with the quiz. Okay, the quiz questions. There are dates in the, I've sent out to Amira, Tianning, and so seeing the dates of the when you need to submit me the items for checking. Okay, your timetable has set aside some of the preparation. Okay, you might notice that each of the week I've actually allocated time for you all to prepare materials. So if for introduction of AFA, I think it's best for you all to meet up, talk about it, and then after that you have to start working on the sample cases and the quiz questions for the next few topics. So I will focus on your over these few items first. Okay, and if you guys have any problem, please let me know, so that I can make the necessary arrangement to help you all in any ways that is possible. And please don't worry. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I don't eat you up, so please do ask, do come to me if you need any help. Okay.